What's going on, y'all? It's your man Pristine. So here is the rear camera system for the Sony Xperia 10 Plus. Now we've got a 12 megapixel primary sensor and another 8 megapixel telephoto lens, which provides us with 2-time optical zoom. Now we do have the ability to record in 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 30 frames per second, and 720p at, I believe you can scale 720p up to 60 frames per second. We do have the ability to also record in 21:9 aspect ratio, considering that has the new aspect ratio that is on this device. I mean, so, you know, this phone is excellent for viewing content. If you are able to record or view content in 21:9, then any content that's been shot with this particular device, you'll be able to view that content in that aspect ratio, which is really, really, really nice. So let's go ahead and get out of the car and take a look around. Just down at the little park down the street from the house, little fishing spot. But as you can see, the camera just adjusts beautifully to the lighting. The camera is an AI camera, and so it does have the ability to adjust to the scenery. This phone takes some excellent photos under night and low light conditions. So I feel like anybody that gets their hands on this phone, I mean, you're definitely going to be impressed. For one, I mean, this new aspect ratio is just totally impressive. But for two, I mean, just, it's different. And the cameras are phenomenal. You know, Sony, they do some wondrous things with their cameras. I know the last Sony device that I had for review was the Sony Xperia Premium, and that camera was a monster. You know what I mean? So it's no surprise to me as to how good this camera is. Not a surprise at all whatsoever. We do also have optical image stabilization. What Sony does, Sony refers to it as steady shot. Steady shot is Sony's rendition of optical image stabilization. And so with that, you should be able to record videos and not have any kind of lag or shakiness or anything whatsoever. So you don't necessarily need the steadiest of hands if you're getting video footage with this particular phone, because we do have steady shot present, which is definitely a big help. We do not have electronic image stabilization, but again, we do have steady shot, which is optical image stabilization. Sony just refers to it as steady shot. Now, as I mentioned, we do have that secondary 8 megapixel telephoto lens, and so we do have the ability to zoom in, which is, you know, take advantage of the 2-time optical zoom there. Go ahead and zoom back out to the primary 12 megapixel sensor. And yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think about the overall camera quality of the Sony Xperia 10 Plus. I'm going to swing the camera around. We're going to get some footage from the front-facing sensor, and then I'll go ahead and close out the video. All right? Let me know what you guys think about what you saw down below in the comments. All right, y'all. So this is the front-facing 8 megapixel sensor on the Sony Xperia 10 Plus. And as you can see, man, I mean, the camera's dope, man. I mean, if you look at the color accuracy, the color reproduction, you know, it's a great gloomy day out here, you know what I mean? And so colors are nice and accurate. Nothing seems to be overexposed or washed out or grainy or anything like that. Not to my eye, at least. But again, I'm no professional. All I know is what looks good to me with the naked eye. And I mean, to me, this camera is very, very, very impressive. I'm having a great time with it. I'm getting excellent photos, video quality, as you guys can see, especially night shots. Man, I mean, you know, this camera is dope with the night photos. You know what I mean? Just dope all the way around. The different modes that we've got Creative Studio or Creative Cloud or something like that, which I think that's just like a bunch of different filters and things that you can use to kind of tweak photos after you take them. We got bokeh selfie, pro mode, time lapse, slow mo, panorama. Yeah, this camera's pretty loaded, man. You can do pretty much all the things that you can do with most of the flagship devices on this particular camera. I know that this is a mid-range offering from Sony. I know that their flagship that's going to be coming out later on in the year is going to be the Xperia 1, which is going to have the same aspect ratio as the 10 Plus that I have here in my hand. And so, you know, phone is different. It's a different look, a different feel, but I'm liking it, man. Salute to Sony for trying something different. Again, we do have optical image stabilization. Sony refers to it as steady shot. We can record in a 21:9 aspect ratio, which is beautiful. And so, like I said, if you guys have the ability to view content in 21:9, do it. Do it, because that's how most of your favorite shows and movies were shot. That's how they're meant to be watched. You know what I mean? So I think it's very nice that Sony thought of that and decided to put it in a mobile platform like the Xperia 10 and the Xperia 10 Plus here. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think below about the camera footage that you've seen here for the Xperia 10 Plus. And real quick, man, I just want to send a shout out, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Man, my condolences to his family, his friends, all his fans across the world, man. This man touched a lot of lives, man. I mean, not only was he doing big things in the music industry, he made great music, but I mean, just the entrepreneur, the business aspect of him. I mean, how knowledgeable the man was, man. Knowledge is power, man. And you know, for him being as young as he was, I mean, my man was really, he had his head on straight, man. He was on to a lot of stuff. Like I said, he touched a lot of people. He had businesses, helped out his community, employed his community, you know, people that were locked up. You know, we know how complicated things can be for people that, you know, do a little jail time and get out. It's rough out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Nipsey, you know, he would extend a hand, you know, really put these people in positions to flourish, give them opportunity at his businesses to, you know, earn a living the right way, legally and legit. I mean, man, this guy had other businesses that he owned, which was helping teach and empowering children, preparing our kids for tomorrow because they're the future. And man, I mean, the way that man was just gunned down like that last Sunday, man. Matter of fact, a week today, you know what I mean, was just heartbreaking, man. I mean, I know that out there in the community, out there in California, and, you know, all the hoods and, you know, the gang culture and stuff out there, man, that sent shockwaves, man. People are still feeling that. You know what I'm saying? I know it's still relatively early, you know what I'm saying? It's a week later. But, I mean, man, it's heartbreaking, man. We got to stop this killing, y'all. These senseless acts of crime, murder. Man, I don't even really know what to say, man. I'm still kind of at a loss, man. I mean, this one hurts. This one hurts, man. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell you guys all the time, man, get spiritually fit, man, because you never know when you're going to take your last breath. You never know. You know, last Sunday when Nipsey woke up, man, he had no idea that was going to take place. None of us do. You know what I mean? So it's like the best thing that we can do is get spiritually fit, man. Get right with Christ. Submit our lives over to him, you know what I'm saying? Stay prayed up, you know what I'm saying? And man, just live, man. Ain't no practice runs in this life we live, man. The life that you're living right now, that's it. You just got to make the best of it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. My condolences to his family. May we all. Because I know we're still grieving, you know what I'm saying? Devastating, shocking loss. A lot of us are still in disbelief. A lot of people still grieving right now, man. But I pray that us all find comfort in the fact that Nipsey is resting in a much better place with our Creator, man. You know what I mean? He definitely laid down the foundation in the blueprint on how it's supposed to be done, man. So, you know, hopefully, you know, a lot of us can pick up the baton and run with it, man. You know what I mean? How can you be a blessing to someone else? You know what I mean? Nipsey was all about that life, man. All right? So you guys already know, man. Like I said, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to expose yourself to tons of more videos that I've done like this one. Definitely keep it locked here. Pristine Mobile Tech got so much more content to come. All right, hit that notification bell so that when my videos go live, you'll get notified. You can check it out. Get down in the comments, man. Let me know what you think about what you saw. Questions, comments. I'll hang out in the comment section answering questions. And, or I'll do my best to try to answer questions in future videos that I plan on doing for not just the Xperia 10 here, but for a lot of other devices that I got coming in. All right? Stay safe. Get spiritually fit. Keep it pristine in every aspect of your lives, man. I'm about to ride out to this Nipsey. Again, man, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, man. Peace, y'all.